Stop scrolling, because if you hunt long enough, you will eventually get one moment that counts. Not a second chance, not a do-over, just one clean window where your ethics get tested. You can have the best tag, the best spot, the best story, but if your rifle doesn't do its job right when it matters, you're not an unlucky hunter, you're an unprepared one. And I'm telling you right now, guides in grizzly country don't gamble on good enough. They pick rifles that keep feeding when your gloves are wet, your heart is hammering, and the whole situation feels louder than it should. Now here's the part that'll tick some people off. Half the rifles on this list will shoot with or outshoot custom guns that cost 3 times more. Not because they're pretty, not because they're trendy, because they work. This is the top 10 rifles hunters trust when it's one shot. Let's go. Number 10, Ruger American. Let me ask you something most hunters won't say out loud. What if you don't need to spend $2,000 to kill ethically? The Ruger American answers that with cold, hard ballistics. On certain packages and promos, you'll even see a factory target in the box showing what that rifle can do. Not a trust us promise, real performance evidence. You can get it in everything from .243 Winchester up to .300 Winchester Magnum, with 22-inch barrels that give you the velocity to reach vitals at 400 yards. Weight is about 6.1 to 6.3 pounds, light enough to carry all day, heavy enough that recoil doesn't punish you. The Ruger Marksman adjustable trigger breaks between 3 and 5 pounds, and you can tune it with an Allen wrench. No gunsmith required. Montana whitetail hunters run these hard. I've watched them get bounced around in ATV racks, hit with 40-degree temperature swings, and still hold zero. That rotary magazine feeds smooth. The Tang safety works even with gloves on. The synthetic stock is pure utilitarian. This isn't a rifle you buy to show off. And if you're chasing true match-grade groups, you'll want to upgrade the bedding. But for stand hunting or your first centerfire rifle, this gun puts meat in the freezer while your buddies are still making payments. Hunters trust it with one shot because it delivers accuracy without excuses. That's value. But can you trust it when the animal is once in a lifetime? Number 9, Remington 700. For 70 years, one bolt gun has helped define what American hunters carry into the field, the Remington 700. More custom builds start with this action than just about anything else out there. That tells you something. When precision builders need a foundation, they pick that cylindrical receiver and twin lug bolt design. Current production models commonly ship with 24 to 26-inch barrels depending on caliber. A standard 30-06 configuration runs about 7.5 pounds bare. This is the rifle you carry 2 miles and shoot off a rest, where that extra pound helps steady the crosshairs when the wind starts pushing. The X-Mark Pro trigger breaks around 3.5 pounds from the factory. Clean, predictable, adjustable, free-floated barrel, hinged floor plate magazine, and it's available in the hunting calibers that matter. 270, 308, 30-06, 7mm Remington Magnum, 300 Winchester Magnum. Elk guides in Wyoming have been handing clients 700s for generations. The action cycle's smooth under stress, and the aftermarket support is unmatched. Every gunsmith in America knows this platform. Best for stand hunting, truck guns, and shooters who want endless customization. Hunters trust it with one shot because the platform has proven itself across decades. Impressive legacy. But what happens when another company reverse engineers perfection? Number 8, Weatherby Vanguard. Picture this. You're glassing mule deer across a sagebrush basin, 450 yards out, wind gusting 15 miles per hour. You need a rifle that shoots flat. The Weatherby Vanguard is known for accuracy, and certain trims are sold with an accuracy guarantee. Chamber it in 6.5 Creedmoor pushing 140 grain bullets around 2,700 feet per second. Or step up to 300 Weatherby Magnum, launching 180 grain bullets north of 3,000 feet per second. That's real open country capability. Now here's the mechanical reality. The Vanguard is built around a strong, proven 2-lug, push feed action. Not controlled round feed like a Model 70, but it's smooth. It locks up consistently, And Weatherby pairs it with a hammer-forged barrel and a solid extractor setup built for reliability. Barrel lengths commonly run 24 inches on standard calibers, giving you velocity to maximize bullet performance. Weight sits around 7.5 pounds. That's more truck gun than ultralight backcountry specialist. The two-stage trigger breaks around 3.5 pounds. Not match grade, but absolutely hunting accurate. You can take up that first stage with cold fingers and know exactly when the shot's about to break. Western hunters like the Monte Carlo style comb for solid scope alignment, best for flat shooting calibers and open country hunting. Hunters trust it with one shot because the accuracy isn't hype. It's a mechanically consistent rifle that holds up when conditions get ugly. But what if you want accuracy that embarrasses rifles costing way more? Number 7, Savage 110. This still surprises people. A rifle from a company a lot of folks used to label budget regularly outshoots customs that cost 3 times more. The Savage 110. If you only looked at the price tag, you missed the whole point. Savage pioneered the floating bolt head. It self-centers on the cartridge and helps compensate for small tolerance stack-ups. That's how you end up with factory rifles printing tight groups with ammunition they actually like. I've personally watched a 110 in 6.5 Creedmoor stack 3 shots into 0.6 inches at 100 yards straight out of the box. Available in the calibers hunters actually use: 243, 270, 308, 6.5 PRC, and more. Barrels commonly run 22 to 24 inches. Weight sits around 7 to 8 pounds. This is a workhorse rifle. The Accu trigger is the secret weapon. User adjustable from roughly 1.5 to 6 pounds with no gunsmithing. The blade safety in the center helps prevent an accidental discharge. And when you set it up right, that break can be glass crisp. Hunters running sheep in Alaska trust this action. It feeds in sub-zero temperatures. The Accu stock adds bedding rigidity, and the detachable box magazine holds 4 rounds without turning the rifle into a cinder block. Best for shooters who hand load and chase accuracy. Hunters trust it with one shot because performance beats prestige. Solid accuracy. But can it match the feel of a true classic? Number 6, Winchester Model 70. For over 80 years, one rifle has carried the nickname, the Rifleman's Rifle, the Winchester Model 70. And if you've ever run that 3-position safety or felt controlled round feed strip and chamber around, you understand why that name stuck. This is American gun making at its finest. That Mauser-style claw extractor grabs the cartridge rim the moment it leaves the magazine, meaning if you need to eject a live round with an animal coming, that case is coming out. No drama, no weird bolt over base failures. The bolt cycles with a smoothness modern rifles still try to replicate. Available in calibers from .243 Winchester up to .375H and H Magnum, with 24-inch barrels on standard chamberings to keep velocity where it needs to be. A typical 30-06 configuration weighs about 7 to 7.5 pounds. The MOA trigger system breaks clean around 3.5 to 4 pounds from the factory, with adjustment potential down to 3. Montana elk guides still spec Model 70s as dangerous game backup. That fixed blade ejector throws spent cases clear. The 3-position safety lets you work the bolt with the trigger locked. And the hinge floor plate can be unloaded fast without cycling rounds through the action. But here's what you're really buying: legacy, refinement. This rifle feels like it was built by people who cared about getting it right. Higher grade walnut stocks show real wood grain. Controlled round feed inspires confidence. Best for hunters who value craftsmanship. Shooters who trust it with one shot, because controlled round feed delivers reliability when it matters. You've heard about this next one. But what happens when Spanish precision starts pushing hard? Number 5, Bergara B14. What makes a rifle trusted in grizzly country, where the first shot on a brown bear can decide everything? The Bergara B14 is one of those answers. Their barrels were built with competitive precision in mind, then adapted into hunting rifles for folks who demand the same consistency. Bergara made its reputation building match-grade barrels for custom rifle builders. So when they started selling complete rifles, they brought that barrel-making experience with them. The B14 ships with a button-rifled, stress-relieved barrel that's known for tight groups. Production rifles printing around 0.75-inch groups with quality hunting ammo. Available in 6.5 Creedmoor, 308 Winchester, and 300 Winchester Magnum, with 22 to 24-inch barrels depending on chambering. Weight runs about 7.2 to 7.8 pounds. A do-everything rifle more than a niche tool. The factory trigger breaks around 3 to 3.5 pounds. Crisp, predictable. Alaskan guides have adopted these for coastal brown bear hunts where accuracy and reliability matter more than weight. The two-lug action cycle's smooth, the synthetic stock sheds water, and the hinge floor plate setup allows controlled loading. Now the controversy, some folks say Bergara rifles are basically Remington 700 clones. The footprint is compatible, so 700 triggers and stocks can fit, but that barrel is what you're paying for, and it shows up on target. Best for hunters who want near match-grade accuracy in a hunting weight package. Shooters trust it with one shot because that barrel rewards precision. That's precision. Next up, solid engineering built for speed. Number 4, Browning X Bolt. You know that moment when your hands are shaking from cold and adrenaline, and you need to chamber a round without fumbling? The Browning X Bolt was built for that moment. That short throw bolt is 60 degrees instead of 90, so you can cycle the action without breaking your cheek weld or losing your sight picture. The bolt unlock button sits right behind the bolt handle. You can hit it without shifting your grip. 3 locking lugs distribute force evenly, and the system feeds cartridges smoothly even when you're running the bolt fast under stress. Available in everything from 243 Winchester up to 300 WSM, with barrels from 22 to 26 inches depending on caliber. Weight runs from about 6.3 pounds in the Hell's Canyon Speed to around 7.5 pounds in the Medallion. The feather trigger is adjustable from 3 to 5 pounds, and it breaks clean with minimal over-travel. Western mule deer hunters like the Inflex recoil pad. It redirects recoil down instead of straight back, making Magnum calibers more manageable. The tang safety is intuitive, and the detachable rotary magazine sits flush in the stock. Some competitors have even run X bolts in production-style matches. That says something about out-of-the-box accuracy. These rifles often shoot sub-MOA groups without custom work. Best for mountain hunting where weight matters. Hunters trust it with one shot because that short throw bolt works when seconds count. Solid engineering. But what happens when an American company designs a rifle around what backcountry hunters actually need? Number 3, Springfield 2020 Waypoint. Here's what most people miss. This rifle was built like a purpose tool. Light, precise, and designed around real hunting carry. The 2020 Waypoint can come in around 6.5 pounds with a carbon fiber stock and a fluted barrel. Light without feeling fragile. Available in 6mm Creedmoor, 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.5 PRC, and 308 Winchester. Calibers chosen for distance capability with manageable recoil. Springfield uses a TriggerTech single-stage trigger adjustable from 2.5 to 5 pounds. Clean pull, repeatable break. The action is built with modern production precision, dual locking lugs, smooth raceways, and an integral machined recoil lug for strength and consistency. Springfield backs the Waypoint line with a 0.75 MOA, accuracy guarantee for a 3-shot group at 100 yards with quality match-grade factory ammunition in the hands of a skilled shooter. Backcountry hunters have put serious miles on these. Ridgeline camo breaks up the outline. The stock offers multiple QD sling mount points, and the rifle feeds from AICS pattern magazines. Best for mountain hunters counting ounces. Hunters trust it with one shot because it delivers precision without the weight penalty. Innovative thinking, modern execution, but can it hang with finish consistency? Number 2, Tikka T3x. Pause for a second. A lot of people don't realize Sako and Tikka talk openly about a sub-1 MOA accuracy promise as a brand standard. Not internet sub-MOA, a real stated performance expectation. The Tikka T3x comes out of Finland with quality control that still means something. The action is machine clean. The bolt lugs lock up consistently, and the whole rifle is built to run right from the start. It's available in the hunting calibers that matter. 6.5 Creedmoor, 270, 308, 3006, 7mm Rem mag, .300 Winchester Magnum, with barrel lengths commonly around 22 to 24 inches. Weight stays light around 6.5 pounds. That's real mountain hunt territory. And that 2-lug bolt is famously smooth. No grit, no stacking, just clean cycling in heat, cold, rain, doesn't matter. Cold hammer-forged barrels, a factory trigger adjustable in the neighborhood of 2 to 4 pounds. Set it around 2.5 and it competes with a lot of aftermarket triggers. The steel detachable magazine feeds reliably even if your bolt work isn't perfect. That's why outfitters trust Tikkas. And that's why hunters trust them with one shot. Finish precision, no excuses. And now American craftsmanship takes a different path. Number 1, Ruger Hawkeye. One rifle, one action, one standard built for reliability when failure isn't an option. The Ruger Hawkeye earns number 1 because it's built around Mauser-type controlled round feed. That extractor grabs the cartridge as it leaves the magazine and controls it all the way into the chamber. That means fewer feeding surprises and strong, consistent extraction. If you've got to run the bolt hard under pressure, this system is built for that kind of work. Ruger Hawkeye models come in calibers like .243 Winchester and up through serious big game chamberings, with barrel lengths commonly in the low to mid-20s. A standard .30-06 setup sits around 8 pounds, not light on purpose. This is the kind of rifle you want when stability and reliability matter more than shaving ounces. The LC6 trigger typically breaks around 3 to 5 pounds. The 3-position safety lets you run the bolt with the firing pin locked. A hinged floor plate allows fast, safe unloading without cycling rounds through the action. Ruger's hammer-forged barrels have a strong reputation for consistency. Guides trust the Hawkeye because reliability beats flashy ideas when real consequences show up. This isn't the lightest rifle. It's the one that works when it matters most. 10 rifles, one standard. The confidence to make that first shot count when it matters most. So which one surprised you? What's your one-shot rifle? The one you trust when your tag and your ethics are on the line? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone, and I learned from your experience just like you learned from mine. Here's what I want you to remember. The rifle is just the tool. Your job is to know your zero, your dope, and your limits. Practice like you hunt. Hunt like the animal deserves your best. A sub-MOA guarantee means nothing if you don't know where your bullet impacts at 300 yards in a 10-mile-per-hour crosswind. Next time we're talking optics for hunting rifles. Because the best rifle in the world is worthless if you can't see your target clearly enough to place that shot in the vitals. Until then, get to the range, verify your zero, and make that first shot count. One rifle, one bullet, one moment. Make it count.